Namaskar all friends, welcome back to our live sessions. So this is our 13th day in continuation, and it's wonderful that I am also able to continue this session without any intervention. What we have planned in the similar way, we have changed the timing little bit due to my engagements in some other activities, but in the morning we are regularly able to do these sessions. So today we will start with the Surya Namaskara. Till now we all have learned how to do the initial joint rotations and the stretches and all. We are continuously doing every day. Today what we will do, even the warm up also we will do with the Surya Namaskara. So when we do warm up with Surya Namaskar, then initial few sets of Surya Namaskar we should do bit slowly and we should not push ourselves. Let's say if we will do 2 to 3 or 4 Surya Namaskara, till that time our body will be warmed up, and after that we can continue with even the fast pace. Okay, so let's all join hands for the opening prayer, and then we will start the Surya Namaskara right away. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritgamaya. So with the beautiful feeling and with all the devotion towards our gurus who gave us these beautiful teachings, let's start our yogic practices. So let's start with the Surya Namaskar. Come in front of your mat as we are directly starting from Surya Namaskar. So few, like 4 Surya Namaskar we will do with the slow speed, and we will not push ourselves in any posture too much. Okay. Deya sada savitra mandal madhyavarti narayana sarasijasana sannivishta keyuravan makar kundalavan kiriti hari hiramay vapurdhuta shankha chakraha om mitraya namaha. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Left leg now. Om Ravaye Namaha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So like that we will continue. Right leg again. Om Suryaya Namaha. 1, 2, 3, right leg back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Om Bhanave Namaha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, relax. Wonderful. So these first 4 Surya Namaskara we have done as a warm up. Okay. So because we are doing it for warm up and before that we have not done anything. So do this only if you feel little flexible in your body. If when you get up and when you go for the practice you are feeling very stiff in your body, then do all the joint rotation stretches and then come to Surya Namaskar. But if you are already, your body is flexible, then you can directly start from Surya Namaskara. But first few set of Surya Namaskar you have to do bit slowly and you will not be pushing yourself in any of the asana. Now because after 4 Surya Namaskara your body is already warm up, now you can push yourself in each asana, in each 11 steps, so that you can achieve the better posture. Okay, so let's continue. Om Khagaya Namaha. Breathe in, breathe out. Padahastasana. Breathe in, Ashwasanchalanasana. In every asana, drashti is very important, where we are looking. Okay, so I have already explained it, but I am again explaining with each asana. Ashwasanchalan, look up. Falakasana or Dandasana, look between your palms. Ashtangasana, chin, chest, knee, palms and toes on the ground and look front. Bhujangasana, look up. Breathe in, Bhujangasana, look up. Your elbows should not be completely straight. It can be near, your elbow should be near rib cage. Look up, your shoulders down. Keep your shoulders down and relax. Parvatasana. Look towards your feet. Yes, breathe out, look towards your feet. Breathe in once again, Ashwasanchalanasana. Look up. Breathe out, Padahastasana. Look towards your knees. And try to bring your forehead near your knees. Breathe in, look up, arch back and relax. So like this, in every step, where you are looking, where your drashti is, that is also very important. So keep this thing in your mind as you are doing the asana. Maybe initially when we are just starting, it not be possible to put focus on everything, but slowly if we will put focus on all these aspects, what body part is used, which is the muscle which is getting the stretch, where our drashti is, breathe in or breathe out, and then along with the mantra. So if all these things we are including, then it becomes a really very wonderful practice and you will be able to feel lot of difference. Let's continue. 6th left leg now. Om Pushne Namaha. 1, breathe in. 2, breathe out. 3, left leg back. 4, right leg back. Plank. 5, hold the breath. Ashtangasana. Breathe in, Bhujangasana. If you feel a lot of difficulty in keeping your elbows bent, then you can keep your elbows straight. But if you can do, this is more impactful. Just your navel is up, the complete body part after your navel is on the ground and relaxed. Parvatasana. Ashwasanchalanasana. Padahastasana. Hasta Uttanasana and relax. So we are done with the 6 Surya Namaskara, first 6. Now what we will do? we will do the next 6 Surya Namaskara with little more speed. Okay, so let's try to do along with me. If you are feeling it is more fast for you, then you can do a little bit slower. Even if you are few minutes here and there are in these 6, it's okay. But let's try to follow. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. Om Marichaya Namaha. 1, 2, left leg back. 3, 4, 5. Hold your breath. 6. Breathe in. 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. 8 Surya Namaskar done. Om Adityaya Namaha. 1. Breathe in. Now alternative. Breathe out. Breathe in Ashwasanchalan. Breathe out Falakasan. Hold Ashtangasan. Breathe in Bhujangasan. Breathe out Parvatasan. Breathe in Ashwasanchalan. Breathe in Padahastasana. Sorry, breathe out and breathe in, arch back. Breathe out, relax. So in each step you will see only in the 5th, that is Ashtangasana, there we are holding the breath. Otherwise breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Let's continue. Om Savitraya Namaha. 1, 2, breathe out. Left leg back, breathe in, breathe out. Hold the breath, Ashtangasana. Breathe in, Bhujangasana. Shoulders down. Breathe out. Breathe in, Ashwasanchalanasana. Breathe out, Padahastasana. Breathe in, Hastauttanasana. And breathe out. So 10 Surya Namaskar done. Very good. I am giving little time so that everyone can come along. Let's come all, whoever is watching, complete 10 Surya Namaskara and then we will proceed for the 11th round. Wonderful. So you will be feeling that when we do these 11 steps with speed, lot of effort is going. And it will also become a wonderful cardiovascular exercise because your heart will be pumping very faster. Namaskar. Om Arakaya Namaha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Last one with full devotion towards the all qualities of the sun which we have invoked in all these mantras. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. Om Shri Savitra Surya Narayanaya Namaha. 1, 2, breathe out. 3, breathe in. 4, breathe out. 5, hold your breath. 6, breathe in. 7, breathe out. 8, breathe in. 9, breathe out. 10, breathe in. And 12, 11, breathe out. So breathe in, breathe out. That breath is very important, because if you will do with the breath, you will be able to see the difference in your practice. If you are doing it without breath, means your motion is separate, your breath is going without any sync with the breath. You have to put a lot of effort in this 12 Surya Namaskar. But if it is going along smoothly, the motion and the breath are in sync, there is a lot of effort which is saved, and slowly your body will be in better coordination with all these movements. That's why these all yoga practices, mostly they will be coordinated with the breath. That will give you a lot of impact, and slowly your body and your breath, your prana shakti will come in a beautiful harmony, and you will see that difference slowly. So we done wonderful 12 Surya Namaskara with mantra. Let's say the closing prayer as well. Adityasya namaskaram ye kurvanti dine dine ayur pragya balam viryam tejasyeshanta jayate. Relax now. We will do 1 minute rest now, and then we will move to wonderful 4 new asana. So before 3 new asana. So before moving to the asana, let's take a 1 minute relax completely. Lie down on your mat. Lie down on your back, and your legs are spread. Distance, maintain some around 1 feet distance between your legs. If you are wearing your specs, remove your specs. Just feel relaxed, so that we can again energize ourselves for the practice of the asanas. Palms towards the ceiling. Just simply lie down. Remove the tension from each part of your body. Take few breaths. Fill yourself with the energy. Feel like as you breathe in, energy is running around in all parts of your body. And as you are breathing out, you are removing all the tiredness. Just lie down for a few more seconds. Last 10 seconds rest. Breathe in, breathe out. Continue your normal breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. So we are again recharged. We have taken 1 minute rest, and now we will move to the asana practice. So yesterday at the end of the session, I have introduced 3 asana. These asanas are Utkatasana, Anjaneya Asana, and Uttan Parishthasana. So these asana we will again practice today. The English names are Utkatasana is chair pose, and then Anjaneya Asana don't have any English name, and the Uttan Parishthasana, that is also called the lizard pose. Okay, so these postures we will do. So we are starting with the Utkatasana. So for Utkatasana, what we have to do? Again, we will try to keep focus on the breathing as well. So we will start from the Tadasana or Samasthiti. So we are starting from Samasthiti. Both the hands near your buttocks, on the thighs, side, on the sideways, and from here, what you will do? Again, if you are not able to maintain your perfect balance in Samasthiti, give small distance between your legs, so that you are first better balance. This asana is also test your balance. So that's why you first balance yourself on both the legs, and then we will start. From here, first you have to breathe in. I am just going a little back so that you can get a better view. and complete you have to breathe in and take your hands up. Okay, both the hands parallel. We are not joining our hands. Both the hands parallel and stretched upside. That is breathe in. Now as you breathe out, you bend your knee and come down in a position where you are comfortable and your thighs are almost parallel to the mat or the ground. Okay, so means you are almost sitting on a chair. So this is the posture. Here we will stay for 10 seconds. 1, keeping the smile on the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly breathe in, come straight and then breathe out. Your hands will again come in the initial position. Okay, so this is the Utkatasana. Now in Utkatasana we don't have any right side or left side, so you don't have to bother about doing both the sides. Simply you have to lift your hand and you have to bend your knees. So this asana is very good for the knees health. But what happens if you already have pain in your knees? Then you will not be able to give that much stretch on your knees. So for that we will see how to do it with the support of wall. So we will do with support of wall. Before that, when you are bending your knees, don't go forward. So we have a tendency to come completely forward, but that is not the correct. Okay, so you have to keep your chest and shoulders back side. So you have to first bring your hands up, then keep yourself straight as much as possible. Then you will get maximum benefit. Okay, so now if you already have a pain, your knees are not that healthy, then what you do, you take support of the wall. Okay, I am taking support of this gate because it is just in front of the camera, so you will able to understand. So now along with the wall support, slowly you go down. So half of your weight will be on the wall, and adjust in such a way that your knee should not cross too much with your toes. So you take easy support, but before that maintain your position. Then from here lift your hand and go little down, and you can stay here for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, like this. Then again, first you can come slowly up and then you bring your hands down. So with wall, this will be much easier to practice for the people who have knee pain. If your knee pain is very severe, just totally avoid this asana, because you can do lot many asana which can improve your functioning. In the initial days of joint rotations, I have told many joint rotations specifically for knees. Those things are very important. Now we are going to do one more variation of the Utkatasana, that is called Utkat Parivrat Namaskar, or Utkat Namaskar also you can do. So what to do? Similar way, breathe in, hands up, breathe out, go down, and from here you have to bend your right side, or you have to twist, not bend, twist. Then bring your left elbow to your right thigh, join both the hands, your right elbow will be pointing up, and right elbow is also pointing ceiling, and you also will be twisting your head to see upside. So let's stay here for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly come back. Wonderful. So this is, we are doing right side, so we also have to do left side. In original the Utkat Asana, we don't have to bother about right and left, but this Namaskar Sthiti we are twisting one side, so we always have to do the other side as well. So let's do the other side. First, breathe in, hands up, then breathe out, Utkatasana, then twist your body. Namaskar, elbow pointing up, look up, twist your body and neck and look up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Very good. Slowly come up and release your hands. So this is a variation of Utkatasana. So what we learned? Normal Utkatasana, then how to do Utkatasana with the wall support. If you are having issues in bending your knees or you are not able to maintain the balance, take wall support initially and do, and then we did Utkat Namaskar. Now take few seconds, relax, sit in Vajrasana or whatever is your comfortable sitting posture. You can also sit in Sukhasana. Take few breaths. After every asana actually we should take some rest so that our body is able to adjust and our body is able to feel the impact of that asana. But not too much, like you are doing asana 1 minute and you are taking 1 minute rest. That is not required, but small rest, maybe 10 to 20 seconds. And while we are taking little bit rest, we will also discuss about our next asana. So our next asana is Anjaneya Asana. Similar way, we will learn Anjaneya Asana and one variation of Anjaneya Asana as well. So let's start. Our rest is over now. So in Anjaneya Asana, what we will do? Again we will start from the Tadasana. But first we have to come to Ashwasanchalanasana Sthiti that we have done in the Surya Namaskar. The third step, similar way we have to come. So first let's come to Ashwasanchalanasana. Take your right leg back, stretch. Now your knee and your ankle of your left leg. Right leg is already back. Stretch it maximum. Knee and ankle of the left leg will come in a single line, straight line. Okay. So this is Ashwasanchalan Asana. We all know it very well. Ashwasanchalan Asana. Now from Ashwasanchalan Asana, breathe out and take both the hands up above your head. Join them. Stretch your body up. This is breathe in. Then breathe out and go little back side. Stay there for some time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly come back from the sides. So this is we done for left leg is front, right leg is back. Now we have to change and we have to do from the left leg as well. So again change the legs. You can change while coming in the Padahastasana and shifting the legs opposite. So now my right leg is in front and my left leg is back. Stretch your waist and your buttocks as down as possible. Okay. From here, Ashwasanchalanasana, first make the balance, make yourself comfortable. This asana also takes your balancing act. So you have to be balanced before. You should not tilt right side or left side before you lift your hands, because then you will only be balancing on your knee and on your feet of the right side. So from here, breathe in, completely straight, stretch up and then go backward while breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly come straight and then bring your hands into Ashwasanchalan asana and release the posture. Very good. So this asana brings a lot of strength in your legs, and your hamstring muscles will be pulled. You will get a lot of stretch in hamstrings, and the hip opening will happen. So you have to keep focusing on these muscles, because as we focus on the muscles while doing the asana, we will be able to stretch more. So very wonderful sense of strength will slowly develop. Okay, so this is the basic Anjaneya asana. Now we will do a variation of Anjaneya asana as well, or we can say Anjaneya Namaskar asana. So again, in that I will demonstrate that asana. You can follow along with me. First, we have to go into from the same like Samasthiti, we will go into Ashwasanchalan. So for Ashwasanchalan, your toes and your hands should be in one line. It should not be like your hands are here or here, and so your toes and your hands in one line, and your ankle is in your knee line. They both are in straight line, knee and ankle. From here, right leg is back, left leg is front. What I have to do? I have to lift up like Anjaneya asana we did. What we did? We went like this. But here you are only lifting your body. Then you lift your one hand, breathe in, breathe out, bring your right elbow to your left knee or thigh. If you are more flexible, it will come near the thigh as well. And your knee will almost go in your armpit. Okay? Very good. From here, do the Namaskara, look up. Anjaneya Namaskara, same like Utkat Namaskara. Stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Slowly come back into Ashwasanchalan asana. Wonderful practice. It will take a lot of balance initially, and if you are not able to point your elbow towards the ceiling, that is also fine. Slowly you will get the sense of balance. Okay, wonderful. Now let's change the legs. Come into Padahastasana and take your left leg back and right leg will be in the front. So this is the Parivrat position, means the right hand is coming towards the left leg. From Ashwasanchalan, take your left hand up, breathe in, breathe out. Your armpit coming near your knee. Twist your body. Your navel will also twist. Feel like your navel is coming towards your left leg. Okay, while twisting. Wonderful. And from here, look up. Namaskar. Twist your neck and body, navel, abdomen, everything. It will all squeeze, and a wonderful massage will happen in your abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Slowly release the posture. Again come into Ashwasanchalan asana. Slowly come into Padahastasana, Samasthiti, where you started. Now after learning these two asana, let's again take 20 seconds break. Sit in a comfortable position and feel the sense of stretch which happened in these two asanas. So we are done with Utkat asana and Anjaneya asana and their variations as well. After this, we will move into Uttan Parishthasana. It gives a very wonderful stretch in your hamstrings and legs, and your hands and legs both will strengthen in Uttan Parishthasana, that is also called a lizard posture. 10 seconds rest. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. See, the lot of sweat is coming because it's very humid. Now 5 breaths. Breathe in from nose, deep breath, and So hands will go up just for relaxation. Breathe in, breathe out from mouth. Place your hands on the ground. Exhale completely. Again breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Forcefully. Exhale maximum. Then breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah, and feeling wonderful. That excess heat which is being created, it's all gone. So this is the way when you feel maximum or more heat, excess heat in your body, you can exhale it completely. And also if on the normal days if you are feeling more heat, you can do Shitali and Shitkari pranayama. We will learn someday. Nowadays, at least in Hyderabad, it's not that much hot, but I think in northern areas, in Rajasthan and lot of still it's very hot summer. So Shitali pranayama and Shitkari pranayama are wonderful way of giving the Shitalta, the cooling effect to your body. So it's enough rest now, lot of talking. Let's do the final asana of today, that is Uttan Parishthasana. So yesterday we learned that the easiest way to do Uttan Parishthasana is from Parvatasana position. So coming to Parvatasana, that we have already learned as part of the Surya Namaskara. So Parvatasana, lifting your waist. Keep small distance between both the feet. From here, what you have to do, keep little space on the sides of your mat. So don't stretch your hands too much, because your feet will be coming near your right and left palms. Okay. So Parvatasana, then breathe out. Parvatasana is breathe out. Breathe in, look front, and bring your hand near, bring your feet, bring your right feet near your right palm. Right feet, right palm. Okay. Now here you are balanced. There will be not much problem if you are little flexible. But after this, it's bit tricky, and if you are not flexible, you can feel some problems. So what we have to do? Breathe in, we have brought the leg front. Now breathe out, and one by one place your elbows near your heel. Your heel and your elbows are in one line, and stretch your back and your hips down, lower back down, look front. This is the final posture. In this, your knee should not go completely out. It will tend to little go outside, but bring it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel the sense of stretch downwards and look front. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly lift your elbows and come on your palms, and take your right leg back, and again come into Parvatasana. Relax here for a few seconds. Then right leg front. Adjust your hand so that there is a space. Breathe in, look front, so that your hands doesn't. When you are bringing your leg front, make sure that you don't hit your hands. Okay? Wonderful. Now, slowly breathe out. Bring your elbows down on the mat in line with your heel. Look front. Stretch your buttocks down. Very good. Breathe in, breathe out. 10 counts. In all the asana, after attaining the final posture, always continue your breathing. Never hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other leg completely straight, stretched and straight. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You might be feeling that wonderful sense of stretch in your hip area, your calf muscles, and hip opening will happen. Slowly come into Parvatasana. Give a stretch, nice, towards your feet, chest. Wonderful. Let's do bit opposite practice to this. Urdhva Mukh Svanasana. Stretch. Give a little bit stretch. Wonderful. And then rest. So we learned the lizard posture Uttan Parishthasana. Now we will see the last asana of today, which is just a variation of Uttan Parishthasana. So we will quickly do it. We will not stay there for 10 seconds. Let's again come to Parvatasana. Breathe in, hands coming in line with the leg, means the feet is coming in front. Now you have to balance on one hand, one leg. Easily you can balance because already one leg is there to support. And breathe in, stretch your hand up from here. Very good. And twist your stomach, your chest. Open up your chest. And you can stay there for 10 count. But we are just demonstrating. Let's even stay 5 counts at least. 1, 2, look towards your palm. 3, 4 and 5. So a wonderful twist is there. Again change the legs. Very good. Now breathe in. Bring your left feet front. Push your buttocks down. And this time lift your left hand and stretch, twist towards the right. Look towards your palm. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Very good. Breathe out and down. Come to Parvatasana. Give a Urdhva Mukh Svanasana stretch and relax. Oh, wonderful. We did 6 asanas today. Each asana we did a variation, where in each variation we added twisting. So while you are doing all the twisting asanas, a lot of impact will come on your stomach. And all the organs in the stomach area will be strengthened. Your Nabhi chakra will be strengthened. So your digestive tract will get a lot of strength and its functioning will improve. So we are done with the today's practice. Today I also promised that we will do the relaxation, progressive muscle relaxation. So whoever is watching live, just lie down on your mat now. I will be giving the complete relaxation which you should always follow. A relaxation, let's say if you are practicing 1 hour, minimum 10 minutes relaxation is must for your complete body. So let's lie down. I will be initially showing the lying down. After that I have to give instructions, but you keep lie down, and the whole practice of relaxation is in lie down position. Your toes are falling apart, both the legs having at least 1 feet or half a feet distance. Palms are open, falling apart, not touching the body. Your head is straight, nose pointing to the ceiling. Relax your whole body. Don't hold tension in any part of your body. And start feeling the sense of relaxation. Continue lie down. I will be giving the instructions and you just have to follow those instructions. Take few breaths, deep, and exhale completely. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Very good. Now continue to follow the instructions as I am instructing. Visualize by your eyes opening that body part where I am taking you. Just breathe in that body part, each muscle area, and relax that muscle. Okay, so let's take our attention towards the forehead and the head region, all sides of the head. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Relax all the muscles in the head region. Forehead, breathe in and breathe out. All the muscles on your face, eyes, nose, ear, lips, chin, cheeks, teeth, tongue. Breathe in deep and relax all the facial muscles and organs. Throat, breathe in and relax. Back side of the neck, all the muscles. Breathe in and relax. Shoulder, breathe in and relax. Both the hands, breathe in and relax. Chest, right and left, chest center, breathe in and relax. Abdomen, your navel center, breathe in and relax. Take your attention towards your back side, lower, middle and upper back. Breathe in and relax your spine from bottom to top, each vertebra. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in through your spine once again and relax. Thigh muscles, breathe in and relax. Hip region, breathe in and relax. Knees, look all the sides of your knee joint. Breathe in, relax all the muscles. Calf muscles, both the legs, breathe in and relax. Ankle, breathe in and relax. Sole of your feet, breathe in and relax. Top of the feet, breathe in and relax. Big toe and all the fingers, breathe in and relax. From the bottom of your body till top, from your big toe till your head. Breathe in deeply and relax from top to bottom, bottom to top. Each muscle in your body feel the best possible relaxation. Relax. Bring your attention to your Bhru Madhya, the eyebrow center. Bring your attention to the eyebrow center, the wisdom house, the center of the jnana, the wisdom, Agya Chakra. Bring your attention to eyebrow center. Focus on the eyebrow center now with the relaxed body and mind. Feel that energy in your eyebrow center. Go deeper and deeper into the relaxation until I ask you to open the eyes. Just feel this beautiful sense of relaxation spreading in your whole body. Slowly move your hands, little bit, move your legs, feel your mat and your surroundings. Now slowly turn towards your right side, take support of your left hand and sit on your mat in Sukhasana. Rub both of your hands and apply this beautiful healing energy on your eyes. Wonderful. Rub once again. Apply on your complete body. Open your eyes slowly. Look into your palms first. Namaskar. Let's close today's session with a prayer. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy. And thanks all whoever is watching, even the recorded video or live. Keep practicing. My only motive is I can introduce yoga to more and more people. I am keeping these sessions very simple so that everyone can follow along. I am giving the adequate instruction so that you can understand. If any particular asana or any particular practice you are not able to understand during this session, comment it in the comment section, give your opinion and ask your questions. I will be answering them whenever you will post. So keep posting, keep giving the feedbacks and keep telling me what you want to learn more in the yoga practices. Let's continue these beautiful sessions till International Yoga Day, 21st of June. Namaskar.